Hey guys, time for some more practice. Tour 4 to start off with here. This is the bag we'll be using for now. I likely will be bringing out the sniper on a good chunk of holes. However, there's a couple holes I believe the Guardian will be a better choice. And since I don't know which hole I'm going to play when, we're just going to do a nice little run with the Guardian so that we can get a couple of those holes a few times, hopefully. The same goes for my Hornet. I'm going to be using the Hornet on a couple of the holes for my short iron. But I find the Thorn is better in general, so that's the club we're going with. Nirvana's still at a lonely level 1, so Razor shall still be the champion. And without further ado, play some games. Starting off with hole 9. I like the change. I imagine the only time we're going to now play the way we used to play this hole is with severe headwind, severe right to left headwind, most likely. Only when you cannot make this first jump, but they've set it up in a way that you can now pretty much make it most of the times, especially here in Rookie. Here we can pretty much just line it up nice and safe and take a shot. Next will be a Guardian shot. He's got to be careful not to overdo his topspin and end up in the bunker. I think he'll be okay with the headwind, but he'll be close. Oh, plenty short from that second bounce. Into the rough. So now all we want to do is get on over there. If we can make it over to that next side, we should be with... Nice. This should be a short iron shot with the way I like to take this approach here. Interesting choice with the Apache. I dislike the Apache. Lack of ball guide. So now the way I like taking this shot is you want that second bounce to be there on the fairway. You need to side spin over to get where you want, and you're looking at about a bar of topspin. From there, we can just make our wind adjustment about half a ring. So that 1 bar of topspin is going to give you just enough gas. Yeah, I would definitely use the sniper here by choice. I pulled out the Guardian to get some practice mainly on the 1 par 3 that I am fairly certain, at least with lower level clubs, the Guardian's going to be the way to go. This is a hole we can definitely get the eagle. It'll be a hard one. It's no gimme eagle, but you can get it. Good to see you in here, Mike. Oh yeah, I mean, don't. This is a hole that if you birdie it twice, you can't be upset. You're gonna want to look for a sink somewhere else for the score, because a lot of people will eagle this. You know, not every time, but there will be a good handful of eagles on this hole, I believe. Especially if people watch my tutorial here or my video and take my word on how to take that third shot, because it works. It has not failed me yet. It has been, you know, right there next to the pin every single time. Short iron, 1 bar topspin, line it up and use a little side spin to get the ball to go towards the cup. And it's a nice, easy shot. You don't have to worry about rolling to the back of the green if you miss. All right, so we've got, let's still go with the Quasar here, should be plenty. With this wind, I'm going to play on the right here. All I want to do is give it left spin, maybe just a slight bit of top spin to counter the wind so that it comes across. We don't want to go in the bunker, so we're going to be careful about that. Give it just a touch of curl. That should be a fair shot. I like the left a lot more. But if the wind calls to go right as the better play, then go right. Just try to learn how to make sure you don't end up in a hazard over there. Do you mean tailwind, Mike? Wind coming from behind you, pushing the ball further? I think they're going to give us tailwind on the drive for all the par 5s in rookie. That's my guess. I don't think I'll be playing rookie, but I'm trying to provide as much assistance in the rookie department as I can pre-tournament. I'm a little, I'm skeptical about playing pro because I only have an extra mile 5. And that would require me to use a whole bunch of Titan and Kingsmaker balls probably to get the distances I'm going to need to compete. So I'm still contemplating. I might do rookie. It's not out of the question. But I feel like I should be going to pro. I haven't gotten a badge yet, so I could go stay rookie one more just to make sure, or just to attempt getting a badge before I move to pro. I've got a top 10 finish, but that's not quite what I'm looking for. I think the shot is much more favorable, the approach shot from the left. That's why I suggest if you can, that's the way to go. More green to work with. Ah, one of my least favorites. It's a tough little shootout hole. All right, so we're going to come down in here. We want to land maybe right in there. So level 7 backbone. 3.7 is going to be just, 2 1/3 rings. Just a little curl. Too much curl. I just wanted it, you want to influence the ball that way a little bit if you don't have a side spin 3 ball out. But that was too much. I feel like that is the best play, though, on this hole. Play to the left, somewhere you feel safe, so if you mismeasure a little or you hit great, you're not going to hit the rough. As much side spin and as much backspin as you've got, unless you're using like a max or close to max club with a lot of backspin. Like a Guardian full backspin might be too much, but most of the clubs people are going to be using in a rookie. You're going to want to go a lot of backspin relative to your club. I'm feeling pretty confident on most of these holes. The one par 3, the one that specifically I equipped the Guardian for, is the one hole I'd like to get in a few practice holes with the Guardian to get it down, because I'm fairly certain that's the smartest way to play that hole. We're going to go ahead and use a Titan here, just so we can make sure we're plenty clear of that rough with the tailwind, because I don't want to overpower. I just want to nice and easy, gentle shot. Make sure we get our perfect. Backbone is awesome club. Once it gets to like level 6, it starts becoming a very usable club, even for, comparative to some of the epics and rares. Mostly because it levels up nice and quickly, because it's an early club and it's a common. But it's a good club. One of the few commons that at max sometimes is still the best playable option for people until they get max epic clubs. It's a lot of preference to it as well. You know, I like the accuracy and ball guide of it. That's what I go with it for. All right, get our max. Max measurement is always the easiest. Line it up. That looks pretty good. I don't have our... So not even 2 rings. Just a touch under 2, but not even 2. Ooh. Not sure where the miscalculation came in from that. I think the tailwind just took the second bounce further than I was expecting. Could have been a funky little divot right there as well that just made the ball hop a little differently than the ball guide showed, because I was slightly off in my wind measurement. Yeah, there is a little divot over there where I landed. I just saw it on his shot. So that's not surprising then. So trick is try to look for those divots and try to avoid them. Look for a nice flat spot where you can move your target around and the ball guide doesn't shift too much. Sometimes it's not an option. Sometimes your only shot is one of those spots, but when at all possible, look for a flat spot to shoot off of. I've got the house to myself all night tonight, so I'm planning on doing a pretty long stream here. Give an opportunity for a lot of random people to come in, get a chance to see some of these holes. People tend to watch the live stuff more than, you know, old live stuff that's in video libraries. There's always a few people that pop into these that never say hello. I don't realize till the end because I don't have my YouTube page up. So I can never see how many people are in here. I should see if there is a way I can put that on the screen. That'd be kind of cool. Like how people have the last subscriber and stuff like that. It'd be nice to have a in-game count or in-stream count. So we get the same hole again. So we're going to try and come in a little more so we don't have to curl it and see if we can get there. So we're going right there. I know 1.6 at the backbone is pretty much right where we're looking at here. This is when you line up this close, you're giving yourself no room for error, though. But without curling it, that might be the best way to get yourself in the hole. So that's kind of a risk-reward situation. If you want to be safe, play the birdie. Pull it back away from that rough a little bit. Use some curl. Get it to come in there. Make it lucky as well that way. It's not impossible. But if you really want to go for it, you're going to have to play close to that danger zone there. Especially with only a side spin 2 ball. You know, luckily in the tournament, you'll get to choose the ball, at least for the main hole. If you do, if you're a shootout player, that'll be different. But in the main hole, you'll get to choose your ball. So I'm guessing something, you know, wind resistance and side spin without a lot of power. Bandera ball might be good, but you're still only going to get the side spin 2. We'll see what ball they come up with this weekend or on Monday. I'd be okay with another shootout hole ball. They come in handy occasionally in other situations as well. Hole 8. It's a fun one in the rookie division. This one will be an eagle opportunity for sure. So remember, okay, we're going to not use a Titan. We don't need it. Go Quasar. Remember, the wind's going to play a little heavy because you're next to water. So normally, you know, something like there would be okay, but we don't want to do that. We want to come like here so that no matter what, if I hit great to the right with the wind overplay, it won't be long and go in the water. Yeah, I bought a small pack of those for this account. This account in particular, if I go pro in this tournament, I'm going to probably need these balls. So I figured, you know, a 20 pack along with the gems so I could stock up on my Navigators, Quasars, a bunch of Titans was a good idea. It's only 10 bucks, you know. I put a decent amount of cash onto a Google Play card for if these balls are awesome this week, because every time they come up with a good ball, I only have like $20. I have 3 accounts, so $20 doesn't get you anywhere. All right, so from this side, I like to play usually right around 2 rings away from the fringe there. And we just line up. It's usually around $4 backspin. And then you take your measurement. Ah, come on, don't do that to me now. Spot looks good. And we get it in the hole. There's going to be a pretty large amount of eagles on this hole as well. That's probably the 5th or 6th time I've sunk that already. So what's up, Rilo? What are you doing? It's a good shot. I will be right back. I got 30 seconds. All right. Sorry about that. When nature calls, you know. Having a couple drinks, may see a few of those stops today, but with a long stream, I think it could be forgiven. Should be at least, I'm assuming at least a 3 hour stream here. We're gonna do a nice good one. I got the time. I'm ready to practice. A lot of it is going to be down here in rookie, I think, because my second account, we're going to go this way here this time. My second account, I am right at the promotion zone, and I don't want to be. I don't want to go up to Masters yet. Sucks. I forgot that RJ was coming on. I may actually stop this stream here shortly and go tune into RJ's for a while and then start up later. Jesse's probably going to stream as well, so I don't know. I might. It's hard. I do not want to clash with them. You know, I support them. I'd like to be there for their streams. And I'd like if they can come into mine. And if we all stream at the same time, that's impossible. But at the same time, there's starting to become a large number of streamers out there. And, you know, a lot of people have similar schedules where, you know, they're busy during the day. So I try to usually do my streaming earlier, but I had some things to take care of today, so I couldn't. I think we'll do one or two more, and then I'll cut out for a little while. And then I'll come back on later tonight. I know it'll take a little bit for his. See, this is a shot I'd really like to take with a sniper. I don't like taking the shot with the Guardian. But anyways, you know, I want to go check him out for sure. Join in on the fun. But it takes a minute for people to get in and everything to start really going. So I don't mind missing the first 10 minutes or so. And just so this isn't a completely pointless stream, we'll do one or two more. Put us a little over half an hour. Made some good shots, so it'd still be valuable for people to check out. Yeah, we'll do one more. I want to get in there for sure. So I apologize to anybody that's catching this video at a later time and you first heard me say it was going to be a 3-hour stream. I totally spaced that RJ does his friendly matches on Friday nights. Gotta support my brother in. Streamers need all the support they can get. Takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to put these out. There's more to it than just playing some Golf Clash. You know, we want to ensure whatever advice we're giving you guys is at least decent advice. You know, maybe not always the best, but the best that we know at the time. Put out content that's entertaining, not just dull and boring all the time. All right, at least we get one hole where we get to use the Guardian here. See, now I have a level 4 tsunami. That may be an interesting play for my later account, my master account, or my expert account. We will have to see what the winds look like and what the shot's looking like. There's a few ways to play this hole. You can play Guardian or something with a lot of backspin off the second fairway here. You can bounce the first fairway, bounce the second fairway, and land on the green. You could bounce the first fairway and land in the rough between the second and fairway and the green. You could straight rough bump. There's a few ways to do this. What is for sure the safest way on a continual basis? Not 100% sure, but I think it's going to be the Guardian play. So, luckily, with side wind, we should just have to pull it back a little more. It shouldn't really be too big of a deal. With headwind or tailwind, the elevation change is going to cause very different things to happen. So that will be quite acceptable in the tournament. It'll be safe, you know, that's a birdie. All right, we're going to call it here. I'm going to go check out RJ, join him on his channel, support him, see what's going on. He'll probably have some information on who else is playing, or I'm sure Jesse will show up in there so I can find out, see what other people are doing so I don't have to try and interfere with their airtime. And hopefully we'll be back soon. If not, if everybody's streaming tonight, I'll get on tomorrow morning and we'll do a nice long one early in the day. But hopefully we'll be back on tonight. So thanks for tuning in, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. I know it was short, but it was sweet. Later, guys.